Swallows nest when skies are fair, but hide when storms are in the air. The best rattan furniture is made from strands that are smooth, thin, and strong like silk. Furniture like that can be just as precious as a silver family heirloom. That's no exaggeration.
Excuse me. What was the problem?
Like, the hole in the ground was already free. I was like, ooh, this would be a really cute looking fish pond.
Fair. Ooh, cute.
Like it.
Let's go.
I'm just crazy with that.
Oh? I didn't think I would see you here.
Are these two your friends?
Yes, we had the fortune of meeting not too long ago. They are quite a knowledgeable and talented pair, and a pleasure to be around. Traveler, we were just discussing the history of Rex Lapis. Would you like to listen?
This, good sir, seems not to appreciate the almighty power of the Lord of Geo. As a professional archaeologist, I'm inclined to correct some of his erroneous views. We are discussing the way.
As everyone knows, the Lord of Geo taught the ancient people of Liyue the craft of smelting, creating goods that allowed them to develop trade with the early. Today, Liyue holds the sole right to cast Mora in the entire continent of Tivat. The world's very first Mora.
According to my research, as well as my own hypothesis, I believe that this coin of unique historical significance has been passed down secretly through the years as a kind of token. For example, perhaps the Qixing who control the Liyue use it in some kind of unknown ceremony they hold when they come to power.
No. My research in Mora is a cat. The world's first Mora would know. That is, that the
Dagger in a
Well, buy the book when it comes out to read the full story. For now.
I can't say I... Let us not speak of the authenticity of the dagger and sword first. But Mora and money came about simply because Rex Lapis just meant for Mora to serve as a catalyst for people to exchange and trade. The world's first Mora is probably just an ordinary coin created by Rex Lapis. As for its fate, the same as all Mora, I suspect. It was simply spent somewhere.
I think that Mr. Hanshua's hypothesis seems reasonable. Mr. Zhongli's argument, on the other hand, lacks any evidence.
No, I am not debating right or wrong.
Enough. Do you think you understand the Lord of Geo more than me?
I know but little about history, and I wouldn't dare to brag. But discussion is meaningless if everyone has the same opinion, no?
Well then, answer me this. Long ago, when Liyue Harbor was being constructed, the Lord of Geo taught the people how to build houses. The model home he used to teach them was completely cast from Mora, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, then tell me. Why would the Lord of Geo do something so extravagant, if not because of the mystical power that Mora contained?
There's a simple explanation, really. To the god of wealth and commerce, what material is easier to get than Mora? I mean, I am talking about Rex Lapis.
Excuse me, sir. I have some questions about archaeology.
Oh, it's no problem at all. But may my friend accompany us?
Of course. They can come if that's what pleases you, sir. What I'm about to say is a bit disrespectful of the Lord of Geo and would draw a lot of angry looks. Your argument just now exhibited a cuteness of speech and thought. Most importantly, you don't... So I have a question for you. Perhaps you will answer differently from other scholars. Do you think that all the gods that the Geo Archon killed were evil?
Let's not analyze it in terms of good versus evil. Rex Lapis placed great importance on the integrity of contracts. So any gods he killed certainly must have broken some kind.
Right! The Lord of Geo wouldn't kill the innocent.
But when I was doing some research, I learned about the legend of the god of salt. The god of salt, Havria, was a very kind god. But she encountered Morax one day in battle. Morax used a rather underhanded trick to assassinate her.
What? No way.
This bit of history is a long story. But you may not like the truth when you hear it.
Don't worry, please tell me what you know. This event, I've already searched for answers for a long time.
Quite so. I don't know where to begin.
Over here, Mr. Zhongli. I've been looking for you. So you're over here all the...
Put down your weapon and stay back. Otherwise,
First of all, I'm not holding a weapon. There's no need to overreact now. I'm simply an archaeological researcher from Snezhnaya.
the Fatui say
But this time, I registered with the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs. I could show you the official document. I will be conducting an archaeological survey here. The results of which I heard that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor had a consultant named Zhongli with immense knowledge of ancient history and archaeology. So I paid Wangsheng Funeral Parlor a handsome amount to hire Zhongli as my own.
So you mean to say that this is work for the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, yes? Well, since it's work, I don't have a choice. A consultant of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor must respect their duty.
Of course you would be such a reasonable man. Well then, let's head out now, shall we?
Wait, if you were studying archaeology, can I go too?
That will give us a chance to continue the topic we were just discussing. Oh, and you should tag along too. This experience may be it is a story from before the rise of the Seven. Although the god of salt has already perished, it will still be a meaningful experience for your journey.
Wait. This is an archaeological expedition, not a tour group. That's too many people.
But this friend of mine has a treasure-finding talent, surpassed by no one. It will surely be of great help to us.
Oh? What talent?
If my friend espies a treasure chest, they will absolutely find a way to open it.
Hey, Paimon's good at that too!
Well, that is quite enticing. All right then. Well, let's go. There's no time to waste. When the Overlord of the Vortex was crushed by the Jade Chamber recently, perhaps something of interest was washed ashore. An ancient artifact would be good. Traces of ancient activity would be great. But a piece of the god's limb would be even better. Who knows what surprises we may find.
This is fine wine. Fine wine indeed.
Oh, my plan for the day? Doing whatever I feel like, I suppose. Same with tomorrow, and the day after that.
This is fine wine. Fine wine indeed.
You had the last one. Very clean plate.
The best rattan furniture is made from strands that are smooth, thin, and strong like silk. Furniture like that can be just as precious as a silver family heirloom. That's no exaggeration. Oh, my plan for the day?
Okay. Oh, okay.
I was thinking about putting one of the adults in one of the breedable, so I can get a better size. Or I can just put a jockey in there.
This place looks so ordinary. Can we really find it?
Huh? Hyman thinks it looks really grand.
I don't mean the scenery, but rather that there should be something out of the ordinary. A big
Guyan Stone Forest is actually the perfect place to be. If you wish to learn, legend has it that Rex Lapis threw spears made of large rock into the sea here, piercing and crushing the overlord of the vortex. After many years of wind erosion, those stone spears have turned into the unique rock formations we see now.
These mountains were the Lord...
What we see now is just the part of them that remains. The stone spears hurled by Rex Lapis all those years ago, but due to the different angles they landed at, their large centers of mass, erosion by seawater, and years of gravity. So besides wind erosion, the initial collapsing of the stone spears also played a big part.
Well, a god able to fight one so powerful as Rex Lapis was...
Indeed. This is where most of the objects from that time were lost to the sea. But the gigantic waves created by the Overlord...
So you're saying that if we look carefully, we'll be able to get... well, since we brought...
Okay then. I will go with my friend here. Although I have a smattering of knowledge in various disciplines, when it comes to archaeology...
Huh? Me?
What's the matter? This is your profession.
I get it.
Okay. If we find anything... The ancient god probably left behind lots of elemental marks. Following them should make our search much easier.
Well, go ahead then. Use your elemental sight to look for any marks.
The tides beckon.
Why are there enemies here?
Guyan Stone Forest is a place where a god was defeated, and its remnants still affect the area to this day.
Let the world collide! Not now. Don't be scared.
Hear the echoes of the valley!
Be sanctified. Settle down. Bow your head.
Viking Renaissance.
Gathering together here. But why?
See that object in the center? Perhaps it emits the remnant strength of the god. That would certainly attract them. But the hydromanic monsters... I have a contract. I must put my personal feelings aside. Go ahead. Defeat them and recover the relic.
Out of my way!
Keep up. Can't see? Let's nip that in the bud.
Stand with me!
Practice on for size.
One with the force. I hear everything.
It's just a stone slab, but its design is quite unique. This should be enough to garner some information. Let's head back.
Whoever's laughing is amazing. It's funnier than the actual story.
You call yourself a scholar?
We all have our areas of...
Oh, stop arguing.
This girl just keeps brat. She left me to rely.
I've just been researching, and you kept
Now, calm down.
I'm up for it, you know? Like, you only get one chance to, like, to have this
what
kind
a
of fun,
shame.
right?
This stone slab we
Feel
found.
like you go out
Give
there
it to me.
You guys can hash out the whole
At
Game
least
of
we
Thrones
know
thing
what
in
these.
person.
So, it's only valuable for research if there are remnants of divine power in it?
my book.
Not at all. My quest to uncover the history of the God of Salt is because history can tell us about culture and beliefs.
This next date with Maria with an open
you're
mind
just
about
Nonsense.
dragons.
I'm a professional archaeology researcher from Snezhnaya. I swear, if I'm lying, may the Lord of Geo strike me down.
Thank you so much.
Oh, Maria, thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
by the way,
Oh?
Maria, are you still there?
it's not an ancient teacup.
Hello?
It's part of Ningguang's
I
tradition. It
love
must have fallen here along with the Jade Chamber.
But
So
it's not
unless you
broken
want to mess
Juvo
with the
anymore.
cheesy-
Juvo left. And
Ah,
he has his
I
own
see.
show now.
What a shame. It was of some...
See? You do what...
So what?
It's
Why can't I
Brooke
pursue wealth
and
both intellectual
Jeremy.
and material? Don't be so simple-minded. All right, then. No need to stay here any longer.
Yo, I might lose my job for saying this, but I don't care. I have to get it off my chest. Okay? I work in a really small coffee shop in a really small, really huge part of Manhattan. Okay?
Bring it!
The building has to be in my building, or the building I work. Someone's about to get sick. People are about to get sick. The management, all they hear about is show and like Instagram, but behind the scenes, it's sickening. People are prepping the food on top of garbage cans, the icing on top of garbage cans. The walk-in freezer was at 45 degrees for a whole week, and then I had a couple days off, and I've come back, and it's been at 54 degrees for the past 3 days. Oh,
I heard that Salterai was once the home of the god of Salt's people. Therefore, they're sure...
According to legend, The people of the god of salt, Havria, enjoyed prosperous life. This legend has been around for ages. With the countless scrap collectors and treasure hoarders in the area, there probably aren't many valuable things left here.
Oh, that's just great. If I knew it was picked this clean before, I wouldn't have come.
About that, I know there's a ruin deep in this cave here. It's related to the god of salt. However, the ruin entrance has been sealed by a mysterious power. I found a mechanism that seemed to be related to the seal, but... So at the moment, the seal's origin and how to break it are very important topics in my research on the... I don't know. There's no... The god of salt was a benevolent god, adored by the people, not to mention powerful. She wouldn't have any kind of shame, so the one who wants to hide some truth is very possibly her killer.
This doesn't sound like something the...
Who cares about all that? It sounds like countless treasures of the god of salt lie within this room.
You weren't listening at all, were you? Even if there's a mountain...
Ah, but we have the illustrious Mr. Zhongli with us. He looks like he knows just about everything.
This seal seems to be quite ancient.
I may know something about it. Over the years, I've heard various rumors with bits of knowledge about seals. Although their references seem rather disorderly, let's go take a look at the mechanism.
Okay, since Mr.
Contaminated water. It is honestly terrible. I have never been so sick in my entire life. And like I said, they can't find a family fault.
Sorry, I no longer work at Zhongli. The owner, the chef, model, singer, sales restaurant store let me go. And they even have to finish my shift if I don't want to take the video down. He said I was affecting their brand so much, and I said I'm just trying to hold you accountable.
Here it is. There's some debris scattered here that, when put together, look like they definitely had to do with the god of salt. According to the inscription on the side, if one looks from a certain angle, the secret to the mechanism will be revealed.
It's just really rough on the image. Okay, well,
See that? Although we activated the mechanism, nothing happened to the seal.
That's because there's actually another mechanism that must be activated.
All I know is that
Another?
quitting the article blew up, but
This place seems familiar. When I investigated the spot, when we lit up all the elements...
That's because you don't just need to activate them at the same time. The secret to this puzzle is Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. All desolate and devoid of life.
To the north, to the...
Certainly you have. And the contents of this saint provide a haven for her people, whose lives had been ravaged by the Archon War. This benevolent god searched all across Liyue. At that time, and that haven she
How sad then.
Okay,
Tianheng in the... With this clue, you should be able to...
Need to happen in the first place. And not to mention, do you not care that you're literally out?
Let me lead the way from here.
Bow your head.
Can I do something like that?
Let the mountains flames boil!
Would probably get fired. Anyway, so warn everyone. There are some jobs that just are not worth it. It's on top of events coming up, and could you something Rosita let us know if you're looking for a few days of work? See? Part of feels like, would this hurt his chances of getting a job in the future? Maybe. I feel like if we don't hurt
The threads of your fate lie in my hands.
that were dishonest. If you're an honest establishment and you're not out to get people sick, why is what this person did a bad thing? I don't get it. Did you go to the owner first before making the video? Did you tell him you were worried first?
Whoa! Can I have some? Spread the luck around.
And ignored for 2 weeks. All while the walk-in got warmer and warmer. Can you call an health inspector? Health inspectors have been called many times. See? We tried. Well, sir, you may have gotten fired, but you gained like 3,000 aura points, so good luck. Good luck and good job. I would never participate in another company.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
begins.
Side eye. Wait, so you know who this person is? Like, Secret Santa is only secret until you
It was
exchange
nothing,
the gifts,
really.
right? Because that's how I've played it.
Now,
You know, you don't know who
it's
has your
time that
gift, and
people
then on the
learn
day
the
where you
hidden
do the exchange,
truth,
you find out
lost
who it
to
is.
time.
That is an attempt on your life, my dear, and you will need to je téléphone à la police. Or you could je téléphone à la HR. Return the email and take the gift. No, because how could that get lost in translation? We're endangering people's lives here. I feel like there should just be like a general rule of thumb where Secret Santa should not include anything that could be an allergy. Okay, we have an update. Did we go to HR? Did we cancel sales? Because that's some BS.
Before entering the
No,
room,
I did not go to HR.
I have a
No, I
proposal
did not go
that
to
will
Tom.
help us
No, I did
prevent
not
the
go to
kind of
Nancy. No, I
senseless
did not.
arguing between.
Okay.
I propose you to agree upon a contract, stipulating that we alternate who gets claim to each treasure we encounter. With to show my sincerity,
I don't agree. I mean, you want me to...
I don't agree either. He will only defile the precious relics left.
well then, if the contract is not agreed upon, I will no longer serve as your consultant. You will have to rely on your own experience to find whatever treasures are hidden.
You have the audacity to demand this. Okay, then.
If you want me to agree upon this contract, so if we discover the truth behind the god of salt,
There's a good kind of petty
I
and
can
there's a bad
accept this.
kind of
Well
petty.
then,
If there was any malintent with giving you this pecan pie, that is not good petty. That is like go to jail petty. Unless they're literally just so thick that they didn't realize that this would be a bad choice. Maybe they read it and they were like, oh, yes, I love pecan pie. Yes, okay. Oh, perfect. I'm good at making pecan pie. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. We need some clarity. And Morgan was like that home, and I said this to my mom, and I was like, oh,
What a pleasant surprise! Truly an extra slice of joy.
And obviously, really gave me the story. Like the talking of them all, and he was homemade just for you. Yeah, I definitely.
bring it.
Yeah, so I think we're going to keep the habit. Honestly, don't know how to say something because I do not want to get into trouble. I do not want to get into holidays. We're all trying to make it, but I definitely want to know what was the reason, and if it was just maybe a misunderstanding. Girl, you better. Because what the actual. Okay, I'm gonna need to see this update. I need to know what happened. Honestly, there's nothing I have to say.
Don't touch me!
God is on my side, and that's what we have to do about
And
I
trap.
love her. She's healthy. She's happy. And I mean, promise. So, okay, so she got fired, is what you're saying. When we were talking, I thought you got fired. I'm just going with you got her fired without naming names, which is good. Didn't name the company, etc., so that's good. Did you find out who it was? Most definitely. Ooh. Well, right, because the company could like cross-check and like see who got who, right? Wait, so did she get fired? Yes. Oh no, that's Logan the Greater. Logan the Greater, like, comment. Honestly, it justified. Like, seriously justified. Why? Why do you do that? Don't get straight. Think that my acting is pretty people. Anybody else recognize this woman? Because I do. So if you see the video, with this big face is forever ingrained in my brain. This man
I'll approve you!
repeatedly for over 20 minutes. I finally turned around to see what was happening, and he told me to Trisha, flight attendant threatened to kick me off the plane several times, even after I refused to comply. Reporting me to get me deported. Ooh, the captain. This literally feels like, you know when you're like a kid and you have like a sibling and your sibling is like the one that's misbehaving and you either swear at them or put them in their place and then the teacher or like your parent only sees what you did and then you get in trouble. Oh my god, like honestly this is the most probably triggering thing that's ever this is so triggering for me. When I was like maybe 5 or 6, I was in the lunchroom and I was getting bullied by like 6 of these mean girls at once, okay? 6 of these little... I need to contact. Everything's fine.
Oh man.
They're all taunting me while I'm sitting there eating my lunch, trying to mind my own business, until I mouth the word...
Are these...
Okay, I did that. Okay, I did that.
Statues?
And they all start laughing.
No.
They put their hands up.
These are
Get me in trouble. They
Ugh.
and then I got detention.
They were probably followers of the god of salt.
That's why they kept that.
How did they become this way?
What in the world is hidden deep in this room?
I don't hear anything as I am sure that yes, no, thank you. There's not going to be any fights, right?
Solidify!
Because we can get back to the cave. Okay, you want to go to LA? I do, I want to see my phone. Yeah, okay.
Stabilize!
After the humiliating public speech she made to me, she speaks to them 32 minutes later. She looks rather comfortable. Trisha charges toward me after discovering I was filming. I stopped recording out of fear. This is when she aggressively said, "Why are you filming? Why are you causing more problems?" To which I quietly answered that I'm not. She then blocks me from going to the restroom. I have to ask her several times to please let me go and use the restroom.
Look at this.
Later, Trisha approaches me yet again.
Just
She's
looks
wiping
like
out
a
the
fancy
water
salt
spill,
hole.
resulting
According
from
to
her
my
and other
knowledge, it's
attendants.
no
The
ordinary
fourth will be
vessel.
serving me a water and
Although it
being
is only
aggressive with the
half
beverage
full,
cart.
it is all...
What? You're saying that even if I pour the salt out, the...
Exactly.
Able to produce endless salt.
Finally, after all that effort, I just need to pour the endless salt into 1,000...
Hey! How can you use a...
If Mr. Clement wants this salt chalice,
Of course, as we agreed. But how can anything be worth it?
Since we have a contract, it's no use for me to fight with him.
then let's move on.
You escalated the situation, idiot. It's a conversation and you're walking. Oh my.
Bring it! Hear the echoes of the valley!
Bow Lord, the times beckon.
Honestly, like, if you had recorded this, probably no one would believe you because this is absolutely insane. Like, this is absolutely cray-cray. It's ridiculous because I'm being blamed for something. He was taking a push in my chair. I left that and said, "Oh, chill out, Mom." And I said, "Excuse me, did you just tell me to..." Huh? We do, apparently. Why are you not telling him not to tell me?
Solidify!
Is it illegal for me to say, to repeat to you what I was doing? I'm being a belligerent. I was being an I would be an unruly passenger if I was being blatantly disrespected
Stabilize.
and bullied by an attendant. You're complicit in the bullying, man. Do you not see that? She just wants to be right so bad. There's something else going on here. Like,
Gather!
I don't know, man. Like, this is weird. This is super, super freaking weird. I don't understand why she just keeps coming at the woman that's filming the video saying that she's the victim here. It's really bothersome. It really, really bothers me.
Just a simple ruler. It doesn't...
This, if I remember correctly...
indeed. But the god of salt, when you stick this ruler in the ground, the surrounding area will become covered in salt. The deeper it is stuck in the ground, the more salt will appear. It is essentially a...
That's even better than the...
Well then, According to our contract, the Salt Ruler goes to Miss Wine.
No, unacceptable. I paid for and organized this entire and this girl has been useless!
Oh, boy. Here we go again.
So you're saying you want to break the contract?
So what if I break it? Now that I've seen how the mechanism, let's not forget who hired who here.
Because you agreed, Rex Lapis once said, ones who
That is one of your Liyue gods.
will suffer the wrath of the rock. You may find it rather unpleasant.
Order guide you.
Strike a pose! Let the world come alive! Not now! Stars, shine for me!
Let engraved names echo!
Settle down. Very calmly. She's not trying to inflame the situation, but she is trying to be understood. Honestly, Switch doesn't, like, it could be going one ear and out the other. It's just thinking about her rebuttal right here.
I shall confiscate your treasure. You are not worthy to continue any further into the ruin.
Oh, darn you!
You said that. You didn't hear anything, but for some reason, you took their side, and after that, I asked you.
Archaeological survey?
Are you going to talk to them about
Clement's wrongdoing stemmed from greed, yes. But besides greed, when people see the object of their dreams, I think we should be honest with each other now. That in truth, not a single member.
Why do you...
Miss, you lack even the most basic archaeological knowledge, and can recognize naught but a few simple. You aren't interested in archaeology or relics. I believe those legends about the god of salt that you...
Okay, that's enough. Sir, you are indeed a man of great knowledge and talents. I seem to have been right to seek you out. You're right. I'm not a scholar of archaeology. I come from one of the 8 trades under the jurisdiction of the Qixing, Yinyuan Hall of the Salt Industry. Our ancestors were those protected by the god of salt all those years ago, when the Archon War engulfed the land in chaos.
I feel like the woman filming is like a lawyer or something. She's very calmly explaining the injustice.
During the war, Morax assassinated our god out of envy for her power. We hate him.
He says the F word, but I'm
But this is
belligerent for saying
Morax,
it
so
when
I
calling
seek
him
proof
out.
of Morax's
Also just
guilt.
repeating what he said to you.
We agreed to a contract that we will face the truth head on, didn't we, Mr. Zhongli?
Naturally. Of course.
It's Trisha, right?
Come with me.
It's Trisha.
All the answers.
Can you tell me your name again? It's Trisha, right? I'm Charlotte. I'm Charlotte. I did speak to him. You rated me, then you told me that I was going to be the one off-boarded, and then you moved me over. I told you I didn't want to move. No. I knew you started taking pictures of me because you were being threatened. I have to. This is not an invasion of privacy. Yeah. Wow, okay, that's fine. She's probably telling the captain right now.
Oh, there's just this belligerent passenger who's been trying to go, and I was treating her like dirt under my feet. It's just so annoying. Let's deboard her.
She moves. We're going to use this, turn into another.
Solidify.
Oh, they give you a little holiday. Just goes off and says that okay, and then just let it go. I guess, but like I said, I feel like there's another area, like, there's something else going on here that's like, would make me feel very uncomfortable. I was subsequently mistreated the entire point of our flight until we being yelled at by another flight attendant.
But the mountain's veins
He
boil!
smiled at me in the baggage claim after watching me do 4.5 hours of ridicule and encouragement. I don't know why this has this
Be sanctified.
it seems like the internet is on your side. It's really I don't know what that means. Like an Overwatch thing. Oh, okay, so it is someone from Overwatch. Okay, she literally voices a character from Overwatch.
Oh.
So sorry you went through this. WestJet, a regnet company. Honestly, I have my own issues with WestJet. WestJet has not apologized after flight mistreatment. WestJet used to have a reputation for being that funny friend that was always on time, that never lost your stuff.
This is
And then all
a
of a
sword?
sudden,
Aha! It's a broken
funny
sword.
friend
This is
is now in a
proof. The
relationship with a
power
company
of
that is
this
not
sword.
Canadian.
Sure, if we can repair this sword.
Two pieces of a broken sword. From an archaeological perspective, these are two separate relics.
Why? We were all trading claims to treasure, true.
Yes, but the only one object per claim clause.
This logic!
Zhongli!
When there's a contract, nothing can be allowed.
No! If I only take one half, then it can't be repaired no matter what. Even if it breaks the contract.
So you are already decided?
Zhongli!
That is to say, you consign your...
That's okay. Punish me however you want. Just let me take
Perhaps that punishment would be easier for her. As punishment, I will tell you...
Huh? The truth.
Yes. The truth that I'm afraid to say that the god of salt, Havria, was not the powerful god you imagine her. Rather, she was a small and weak god who yielded to all other gods. When it came to war, she lost, never able to win a seat among the seven.
Third of all, this was a destination wedding, okay? I had to fly all the way to Bayonne, New Jersey, from my hometown in Columbus, Ohio, okay?
You're
I had to pay $62 for a flight to get to Bayonne, New Jersey, okay? So I feel like all of my complaining is worthwhile. And fifth of all,
You need help?
this event on a small little island, okay? And the only way to get back to the mainland was on a ferry that, first of all, would only run every 3 hours, starting at 2 in the morning, okay? So 30 minutes after we had our dinner. And then you had to swipe a card that you had to prepay before the wedding. And each trip cost $17 on this ferry. So if you can imagine how ridiculous this wedding is, just multiply that by 35, okay? And I just had to make another video because that makes sense, because there's a lot of hate being thrown around at me, a guest at the wedding, and it's ridiculous, okay? So hopefully we can close the French doors of this discussion and have it be over with forever. Also, she's my ex-half sister, so I'm going to see her during the Thanksgiving holiday. So all of this is going to be incredibly awkward because these videos blew up. So now we have to sit together at the end of our 30-foot-long conference table that we have a Thanksgiving dinner with. It's not even a big family. It's just about 4 or 5 people, but for some reason we do it at a lost conference table because there was a sale at the big box.
During the Archon War, the gods of this world, but Havria instead chose to flee. She thought that by giving up, however, during such a long war, after making countless concessions, Havria lost all of her lands, until only in her last days, she had not even a single blade.
Not even a single blade?
This sword is not a relic belonging to the god of salt, but is instead the murder weapon used to kill her.
Murder weapon? No! That's not true! That can't be true! You're trying...
As I said before,
Preposterous! You are a fool!
indeed. Otherwise, why would I use the truth as punishment? I did not want it. Let's follow her deeper into the ruin. There, I feel.
It's green. All right. Are we going for like a Miami fiesta?
Are these statue thingies Running?
My favorite color, and it's a
What will we find ahead?
Salt. And betrayal.
this is the right, I don't know if this is the right choice, babe. I'm kind of, this, it's the right choice, and I don't think you have an opinion. It's still, we spent 300 Okay, I get that, but like we spent $350 on them, and like it's literally see-through. Like I could have gotten this on a super like fast delivery or something. Like you said, you got the proofs of these before we ordered them. Like, you think $350 is not that much? And
What are all these? What did they see? What happened?
Since you do not trust me, let us continue onward. That which lies beyond this door will show you all that
and now probably a headache. I think it'll rant what you think about the dress. Everyone else likes it. You're right. I'm sorry. It's a really good. I'm gonna go try that and I'll send you some photos of me and I don't want any pictures. Honestly, don't call me. I'll talk to you.
Anything else more interesting to do?
Only where it's one. $350 is not that much. My actual wedding dress with shoes didn't cost that much. Okay, so it seems like a lot of people in the top comments are actually on the bride's side, but we also have I would not be in the wedding after that conversation.
This is the scene of the crime.
Talk to you in a way that was
Havria's body dissipated,
then again, is coming to the
leaving nothing but these traces of salt.
color of the dress, respectful.
Her dying moments have since been frozen in time to this very day. The story continues that some among her people realized at last that this gentle, kind, but weak god, the Archon War, was cruel in the extreme. Instead of consigning her to the agony of defeat, they thought,
What about these?
no matter how weak the god, the power that flows forth when they are slain, those who could not flee were thus transformed. Those of her people who were untouched by this disaster left for Liyue, where they sought refuge with Rex Lapis. Their descendants feared Havria's remnants and lived in terror that she had laid upon them an eternal curse, so they risked their lives to come here, to break the sword and offer up obeisances in hopes that her anger, but they need not have done so. For how could a god who had never once resisted, even till the end?
This is not appropriate.
This must be a lie. Don't you dare try to!
It looks like she's going clubbing in Miami. It looks like a tank top.
Yikes. Zhongli?
This is the price she must pay. Yet I would not call it, judging by how she appeared. I fear that she will struggle for a time. But even if she may not escape that struggle immediately, simply recognizing the truth is good enough for now. No, indeed. How sharp of you. Faith in a god who has already passed will... So it is for Havria.
Why is she wearing something different?
And so it is for Morax also. All right then.
Why that dress?
Now,
It's a cute dress to wear,
treading old ground,
like this maid of honor
one
said,
cannot help but be reminded of...
in a church, in front of Jesus, and the disciples. What would Jesus say? He's gonna be up there on the cross, crying, looking at you, thinking, my God, how disgraceful. Not in my house, he says. In the house of the Lord, you will not wear this dress. Right? I was shocked to get headache. You're supposed to be my maid of honor. Be my maid of honor and stop complaining. Alright? Well, there's actually a huge problem here. This dress is so ugly. Stand and I'm scared of this dress. What did you say? And online. Are you kidding me? Get out. Get out. Now. You're gonna accidentally walk out the wedding. Don't go back. Seriously, don't come back. Whatever. If we just put this like this right now. the video to believe it now. Oh no. But maybe it was real, because like, I can't find this video. Honestly, I can't find it. And that would arguably mean that it's not fake. You be the judge. Is this maid of honor being unreasonable? You should really bring problems to the bride. You shouldn't be complaining about things, especially not the dresses, etc., etc. Just kind of like,
Bring it!
you know, it's not your day, not your problem. But I don't know, the way you talk to her, and also that dress is like, no, come on now. This, in a church, no frickin' way. I know it hurts. You got me a ring. Okay, wait, I'm done. This person is a bride. Number one, because she's wearing white, and number two, because those are her glasses.
Now, I mentioned before that many gods of old have been sealed beneath the Gullion-Stokely Adepti have presently handed Liyue over to mortals. And Havria's time was even further in the past. The Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler that should leave them here is to let them slumber. And it is also a homecoming. I ended an era with my own two hands. I've always won history records. But history may be changed. I need to find a better way of recording history. Stone carvings were one such ancient method. But unchanging stone, immovable. Therefore, I thought of you, traveler. You are one who crosses the celestial atlas, and who passes through countless worlds. As long as a traveler like you is able to record what happened, then a backup of sorts will exist for times. Now then, it is time that we consign both the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler to the sea. As I said before, this is the place to which the remnants, this includes Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, who the Jade Chamber. Thousands of years ago, the Adepti and I fought against the turmoil that plagued every corner of this land. Gullion Stone Forest, where I sealed many gods with my spears. After so long, naught but folktales remain. Osial, you and I were foes, but our ancient grudge is but a bygone memory now. May that which Havria has left behind be yours to subsume. And thus another spark of divinity departs from Liyue. My legacy shall now be left to those who come after to debate.
So.